Hey there, my name is Chris, and for EthOnline, I built an app called SafeSend. Now, one of the biggest benefits of PayPal is the fraud protection. And PayPal is able to mediate and detect and prevent fraud by being an intermediate between a buyer and a seller. And roughly that process looks like this, where you have a payment passing through PayPal's algorithms and then like a deny or approve before the receiver actually receives their funds. Now, the way this works is I have an app deployed actually on Vercel right now, and you can try it out at this URL. The architecture is fairly simple. Whenever a buyer and a seller want to do a secured transaction, they can go to the SafeSend app and initiate a escrow transaction against a SafeSend contract. And underneath, for every SafeSend contract, there's an attached oracle which is modular and upgradable. So the contract itself is transparent and has a set of limited functionality, but the oracle itself, the separate contract, is actually in place to audit and flag any transactions that go through it. Now, the benefit of this is this more or less imitates what the PayPal API does today, but in a Web3 environment. So now you can have safe, secured PYUSD payments with an oracle that isn't static. It can be upgraded. The logic can be changed. You can add new rules, but the SafeSend contract for payments always stays the same. And so there's an interface that essentially separates these two, making the SafeSend project very evolvable without actually compromising security of the contract that does the payments. So from the SafeSend app, it works like any other Web3 app we're all familiar with. You can connect your MetaMask or Coinbase wallet. Once you authenticate, you're prompted to switch to the network of the app, which right now we're on Sepolia. You can create your first escrow. And so what is an escrow? An escrow is just any transaction that you want to do through a party that you want to have mediated through fraud detection in the Web3 space. And so there's essentially this walkthrough that you can go through, and you can send any address, any PYUSD amount, and any description. So this could be like for a contract or some sort of freelance work. So I'll just go ahead and create one now. What happens behind the scenes is it creates a transaction against the SafeSend contract that registers the escrow against my address. And so BlockScout is actually polling and listening to all transactions that are happening on the app. Underneath, you can also query for any transactions here that are made in real time. You can see the deposit has confirmed, and the contract activity for the underlying contract is also available. These transactions are all available from this page. And so as the buyer, you can view any transaction and share the link and see the status of it. So it's active, but it's not released. When you click release as the buyer, the fraud oracle is actually going to analyze the receiver. It's going to go through the rules specified in the fraud oracle. And I have a very simple example here, but this can be exchanged. This could be deployed as something else that all the transactions on the testnet are going through. And so if the transaction looks good, the release will be successful. And when the seller comes to this page as well, they'll see the funds added to their profile. As for the code, it's available on my GitHub. I encourage you to try it out. It's on the testnet right now, but that's pretty much the SafeSend project, and thanks for your time.